This is a production of WTVI PBS Charlotte.
I had to buy a bunch of new tools to take these apart. I started with pliers and screwdrivers, and it really made it difficult to get things apart. But now I got fancy snap ring pliers and some crazy little Allen wrenches. You know, it kind of started with miscellaneous things, nuts and bolts, electrical parts, but I needed something that had a little bit more versatility, more holes and fixture points. And then one day I found a IBM Selectric typewriter, and the Selectric has 2,800 pieces, so there was a wide array of, you know, various parts, styles, shapes, and it just kind of all spawned from there. As I take the typewriters apart, I see something that inspires something, you know, like one part will look like this or another part will look like that, and basically everything starts from that one bit, you know, that inspires me to do, you know, like a Formula One car or a tractor, or, you know, and taking them apart really gives me the idea of how the pieces work. You know, it's all cold assembly. There's no welds or solder or glue. Nuts and bolts. Everything I put together goes together with a screw here, a bolt there. I rarely modify the pieces of the typewriters and the adding machines. I don't drill holes in them. I don't cut on them. Everything is used as is for the most part. Now this piece started with this black right there. When I took, as soon as I took it out of the typewriter, I knew that was a motorcycle frame, a chopper frame. Taking apart, you know, 10 or 12 typewriters, you start to learn about how they work together. Every piece is different. There's not a whole lot of pieces that are opposing. It's all asymmetrical. So there's really not a lot of sorting. I have a whole tub back there of typewriter parts that, I mean, they can't be sorted, but it's really a disorganized mess.
Fu Manchu Cupcakes, not your normal cupcake shop. The reason we carry so much art in our establishment is my wife's an artist, and you sort of have a hard time getting in places when you're starting out to have a place to put your art to sell. I like his because it's 100% put together with typewriter parts. Customers are amazed when I always explain, no, these are typewriter parts.
Typically I start taking the typewriters apart and I have an idea of what I'm going to make sometimes, but other times, you know, a certain piece will inspire me, because every time I make something, I get another idea of how one part will work with another. So it's an evolving thing with me, because when I started with the typewriters, everything was really basic and simple. And now they're getting more involved, and I'm making, you know, fingers and hands and feet with the little tiny bits that I never really did before, because I'm starting to realize how I can make those pieces work together. I've always loved art because it was something that I could do for me, that there was no boundaries.
A production of WTVI PBS Charlotte.